Friday. Today is August 9th, 2024. Up here at the top of my page, you'll see that it says November 2nd, 23. I've noticed that there's a few typos in the reading for November that mention that it's the year of 2023. That is not correct. It is an accident. It's a typo. So it is the entry from 2022 on that date. When I go back through and I make sure that the years are correct, sometimes I mistype things if I'm going back and forth. So I apologize for that. But this is reading number 7. My name's Nathan Werking. I'm going to continue with reading through the final masterpiece. This book, it is a compilation of 19 of my books. The other book that did not make it into this one was not a part of the original series. It's more of a book that leads people into different meditations and phrases, one sentence to a few sentences on each page that are more like a meditation style or a devotional style. And so that's a different book. I believe that's volume 6. So this one has 19 together, and I'm going to read from November 2nd. Like I said, it says 2023 in here. That is a typo, but it is from 2022. So this book came about because I was spending time with the Lord, and I continued to hear more and more and more from Him. Then I started writing it down, and then I compiled. Then I was writing them down and emailing them to myself, and then I was compiling those emails into books. So that's still my daily habit right now. As the Lord leads, I try and do my best to write down what He shares with me, and then go back and edit it as best I can. If you see typos, please email me. I'll gladly take any suggestions that you don't mind sharing with me if you happen to come across them. But anyway, I'm just going to get into the reading now. Again, it's Friday, August 9th, 2024, and I'm going to read November 2nd from 2022. And the I Am Life Monastery, the first phrase here relates to the ministry that I am building and going to plant in Maui, Hawaii. There's a story surrounding that, but this is just the Lord talking a little bit about that to me and its purpose. And so I hope that this edifies you. I hope that all of these readings edify you. And the book is over 500 pages, so it's going to take a little while to get through this unless I do more than one reading a week. Right now it's just one reading a week, and I'm releasing them on Fridays. So you can pray for me that I have more grace and space and time to get more of these readings out. Eventually I'd like to do a more professional recording of these readings. Right now I'm just getting it out there so you can hear the tone and the intention of what I've written down. So if you purchase this book on Amazon, you can get it in a paperback. If you want to purchase it in a PDF, you can get a downloadable official PDF ebook copy from a link that's in the description. Okay, there we go. Thanks for your patience. The I Am Life Monastery will be like a pool of refreshing water. The seekers that seek me most even need rest. Rest is not ungodly. It is valued very little in the Western Hemisphere. I'm not opposed to seasons of no work. I created work and I created rest. Both are important. If you have one but not the other, you are imbalanced. Think of the animals in their most natural state. They hunt when they need to rest. They hunt when they need to and rest often. If you, being more important than animals, need rest, then work it into your schedule. In the Old Testament, it was mandatory. Even feasts were required for sake of remembrance. In the New Covenant, there is no requirement, but rest is still important. Being lazy is neglecting responsibility and not acting maturely. Rest, true rest, is healthy and restorative. It brings wellness and preparation for more rigorous work. Telling me you don't need to rest by never resting is a lack of faith. By rest, I do not always mean sleep. Yes, that is one form of rest. You also need enjoyment. This is why nature is so amazing to humanity. It represents both beauty and rest. Think of babies. They do not feel guilt when they need rest. It's necessary for their development. My people have chosen productivity over faith, achievement over abiding, lack of prayer along with escape, entertainment instead of spiritual beauty. They have traded the best for convenience. This is not healthy and needs to be done away with. You could connect with me so much more if you would believe me at my word and my words. Like unhealthy food, it lacks what is really sustaining. I am more than enough for you when you let me take first place. I remain like a sustaining meal. True nourishment is my life abiding in you. I am the best one wine. My wisdom is the most aged available. It is also the most valuable and the most rare. Do you see the parallel? The true wine comes from the true vine. It is unparalleled and has no rival in the universe. No other wine is better than my wine. Do you question this? Taste and see. I saw an image of Jesus suspended in the air, and fountains of life were springing out from him. All may come and drink. I am a fountain of eternal wine and eternal life. Drink of me freely. Even little children can drink my wine. My love is intoxicating and does not lead to decay. There is no false addiction in my presence. I am fully satisfying and freely available. The drunk wants satisfaction, but it eludes and evades. It always leaves him wanting. There is a wantonness and lack of restraint that it produces. It is false wine. It has its limits. It does not bless, but only curses the flesh with a dependence not on me. It is a parallel, an illustration of thirst unsatisfied. I allowed it to exist, knowing it would show what life looks like in the natural, without me leading the way. There's a typo there. Should be like a comma or something. True intoxication is not hopeless, is free, and is from relationship with me. It is rejuvenating and life-giving and pure. It manifests itself by showing fruit in alignment with my nature. It bears fruit others can be offered to drink as well. The intoxicated man wants to just be, to forget his burdens and abide in numbness and freedom as he defines it. True love, like my love, helps you live free but with sound mind. I am able to intoxicate you, to undo you, to set you at peace. I am sufficient to make your life more than okay. It is an adventure more sustaining than alcohol and its earthly benefits. It takes courage to bravely step into me and not escape and retreat. I reward those that stand rightly and free to accomplish my will. I did not escape from reality, but rather spent time with my Father. This is where I was in the garden. As a man, I could have wept and turned my back on him, but I did not. My body became an offering. It became the avenue of life for all humanity. Can you enjoy wine and festivities? You may. Can you escape and withdraw from my goals? You may not. Are you your own to decide how to spend your life? Are you really wanting to be used by me and for my kingdom? I must have your heart. Romans 10 speaks to the heart. That is where it all begins. It will never change from being about the state of your heart. That is where I started, and that is where I will remain. Satan wants the hearts of men. This is a battle for being situation. I'm going to say that again. This is a battle for being. In other words, being with God. So you see how all this works together? People are called human beings. I am life. Satan wants your being. The scriptures say God is spirit. I am the greatest spirit being. Humans are lesser. Angels are lesser. Satan is running an interference agenda. Those people he can keep from my life will die and come under judgment. They do not have my life in them. They are like a branch cut off, dying, needing to be fully grafted into my being. If they are not grafted in through my life coming into them, they are removed from my kingdom and will not be replanted in the age to come. They are to be discarded, tossed in the fire to be consumed. Only those who have chosen to be grafted in by my life will have my hand of replanting in the age to come. Remember the passage? What more could have been done for my vineyard than I have done for it? That's from Isaiah 5:4 in the New International Version. I have made the way fair. I have balanced the scales of eternity and justice. It was good for me to create man, the prime creator of my desired affection, the best opportunity that free will agents could be afforded in the universe. Take me up on my offer. You are my creation. I am longing for you. It is all, though, up to you. Abide in me through receiving my Son. He is the way to me, the only way home. I have longed for you since your birth. Choose me, choose life. I will replant you after you choose me. I am the good gardener. I tend my garden well. Don't you see, it's not about laws and rules and regulations. It's about setting the pathway for mankind to come to me. Had Adam and Eve kept my way and believed my words, the garden would not have gone away, and my people would already be there. I am resuming an original plan for a bride and a wedding in my garden. Had there been no sin, there would have still been a choice to know who I am. I'm going to say that again. Had there been no sin, there would have still been a choice to know who I am. My longing is for my people to choose me. The promise still remains for those who do. Seek me of your own free will, and you will find me. Let's enjoy eternity together as one in heart, in unity and love forever. Then I had the understanding that the garden was a tragedy in the storyline. He is moving all things back towards his original plans and purposes. Those that take him at his word and love him and trust him will be the ones that will have him to enjoy forever. Those that do not will be left behind in all he originally had to offer. Thanks so much for your patience in reading. Obviously, I need to practice reading these things a little bit better. You know, when you write things, it's easier for your brain to scan it, but when you try and speak it, it's a little bit more difficult. My goal for this is just to share with you the intentions behind the words that I've written and to explain the process and edify you. So thanks so much. Have a blessed day.